Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In understanding the kind of the two parts of me, there's part of me, the personality, and then source energy. The personality is what I am understanding is the one that has the step one moments, that has contrast, goes, oh, I don't like this, I want something else. And what I'm seeing is, as a human, I'm temporary. My skin, all of this, it has a lifespan.
Well, you have not really discovered the power of non-resistant thought. You are regenerating, but most humans don't allow it. The power of regeneration is something that humans have not allowed themselves to believe yet.
But it's possible.
It's happening.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd be piles of dust already.
But is it our vulnerability, temporariness, and fragility of the human aspect of us that allows for the expansion, for the step 5? Do I have to?
Yeah, but you get so carried away. What was that series of words? Give them to us again if you can, one at a time.
Temporary.
Temporary.
Vulnerable.
Wait. Temporary is in the eye of the beholder. You're not temporary, but we get what you're getting at. Then what was the other one? The next one?
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable. What kind of a word is that? Vulnerable. Vulnerable to what? Vulnerable to resistance, period. Vulnerable to resistance, period. Our friend doesn't want to fall out of an airplane, doesn't even want to get on an airplane. But the reason is because he likes to be in control. He doesn't want to be vulnerable. And in his own resources, he's discovered strength and prowess and attitude and control of his situation and environment, and so he doesn't want to give up control. And what we're talking about here today is giving up that, what you were wanting to call human, and therefore puny, and therefore temporary, and then for control. Give up that kind of control while you connect with your full power. You can be in your physical body connected to your full power, and none of those words that you were offering would apply to you under the influence of that situation. And so it's like these piles that we were describing. We see two piles: those who are in this moment in alignment with who they are under the influence of their true power and true source, or those who aren't. We're defining differently than you are. You're defining physical and non-physical. We're defining you as physical because you are both. You could not be this physical being if you were not also this non-physical being. So we're no longer wanting to separate the physical from the non-physical, but we are talking about the degree to which you pinch yourself off from the non-physical, which some want to call grounding. We call it unnecessary roughness.
Okay. But to have a step 1 experience, I have to be separate from my source energy. Because
no, you don't, because step 1 can become a step 5 experience. You can stand in your knowing of the laws of the universe and experience contrast without it taking you into vulnerability. You can stand in contrast with such full appreciation of the contrast and the value of it and never lose your connection to source. And then you are in a physical body seeing the world through the eyes of source and living in your full power. Yeah,
but I can see that as a part of my evolution to going into step 5. But I started with step 1. Are you saying it's unnecessary?
No, we're saying step 1's a great step.
Mm-hmm. But it seems like now, because I have the taste of non-physical and source energy, I'm able to see it in a different perspective than I did earlier.
Yeah, because there's no regression. You can't go back. You can't even describe to us clearly what that was like. You're so far past it. That's why it's confusing to you to present the question to us.